In any given conflict, it is sometimes difficult to decide who's right and who's wrong. Do we go by numbers? Do we decide based on what we feel, what time of the day it is, what day it is? That's not exactly how things should work, right? That's very subjective. So the Torah gives us some idea of how to decide whether the brothers were right or whether Yosef was right, by giving us clues inside the verses that make it very clear that Yosef made the right decisions, and Yosef was a righteous person who deserved to be even saved from scorpions and snakes. Where else do we see this? On the upcoming holiday of Hanukkah, we add into our Shemona Esrei and into Birkat HaMazon a special prayer called Al Hanisim. And in that prayer, we say a few things that emphasize how much thanks we have for the great miracle that Hashem performed in saving the Jewish people from the Syrian Greeks in the time of the Hashmonaim. We mentioned Masarta Giborim Biyad Chalashim, that the strong fell into the hands of the weak, Varabim Biyad Me'atim, and the many fell into the hands of the few. This is a huge miracle. And then the prayer continues, Tumeim Biyad Tahorim, and the impure fell into the hands of the pure, Verashayim Biyad Tzadikim, and the evil fell into the hands of the righteous. That's not much of a miracle, though. I mean, it doesn't emphasize the miracle in any way. It's already very clearly a huge miracle that many fell into the hands of the few, the strong fell into the hands of the weak. What does it add to tell us that that one side was righteous and one side was wicked? That doesn't tell us anything about what a great miracle it was. To answer that, Rav Eliyahu Dessler explains in Michtav Me'Eliyahu that that's more than just explaining that it was a great miracle. He's explaining why the miracle happened. The miracle happened because we were righteous, and because we were good, and because history tends to show in the end that the wicked fall, the wicked fail. And that's one of the most important lessons of Hanukkah and of history and of the Torah. So it's not a numbers game. It doesn't matter that there were more brothers versus Yosef, that Yosef was in the minority, that he would have been outvoted. That's not how Hashem decides who's right and who's wrong. Hashem decides who's right and who's wrong by their righteous deeds, by their good behavior. With Shabbat coming up and with Hanukkah following close behind, it's important to remember that what we put into the day, the holiness that we imbue into our Shabbat, that it imbues back into us, allows us to continue into our week and through the winter and through the year, and that allows us to have the closer, beautiful relationship with Hashem and a closer understanding of what it means to live under His rule. Shabbat Shalom and Happy Hanukkah.